Hey guys, it's Mallory here and Asher. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my last little baby update with Asher. He is 11 months old. How do you feel about that? So he's gonna be a year old so soon. I just thought I would film one more little baby update, let you know kind of milestones he's reaching, fun things he's doing, all the stats on like size and that kind of thing. Hopefully it is helpful for you, and also it'll just be fun memories for us. So I also do want to address like comparison and social media and that kind of thing, so definitely stick around if you're a mom and you're dealing with any kind of mom guilt or any kind of comparison to other moms. Look, remember when you used to just stare at the camera? Can you wave? Say hi. Wave. Say hi.
Hey.
Hi. Good job. Wow. Can you clap? Show them how you clap. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Okay, I ended up having to put Asher down for his nap before continuing, but I'll just start at the stats again. So he is 23 pounds and wears size 3 diapers still. Size 3 is definitely the size of diaper that we use the longest. I think size 1 was pretty long, 2 was super short, and then 3 has been like really, really long. But we're probably transitioning into 4 soon, we'll see. And then as far as like clothing size, he still fits into some of his like 9 months, but mostly I would say like across the board he fits in 12 months. And that's been going on since he was like 10 months old. So I feel like that's like a weird gap, where they don't really have like 9 to 12 months that much. There are some, and then they don't have like 10 months. So you kind of just pick between, but we finally figured out his legs are so long, and that's why all of his pants would like come up, is they just weren't quite the right size. They'd fit him, but they weren't long enough. So 12 months has been fitting him much better. He is doing a lot of fun new skills. Like I showed you guys, he is waving kind of, he does this, and he is clapping. He's been doing that for at least a couple months now. I think he started like in December, and he is also doing a lot of talking. He doesn't really say any words consistently, like he had been saying uh-oh for a while, and then kind of stopped. So luckily that's not really his first word. Mama he still says, but it's not like super consistent or always related to me. Like I think he does know who we are, that we're Mama and Baba, but yeah, I feel like he's gonna end up saying the dogs' names first, because he like tries to call them and talk to them and say Hazel and stuff. So we'll see what happens with talking. But some of the like comparison thing that I was talking about, so developmentally he is not crawling yet, he is definitely not walking yet, he's not standing up or anything like that. So for 11 months, you know, some people like that would be kind of behind. I have a few friends that I follow on Instagram whose babies are around his age. Most of them are actually like a month younger, and they're like walking and standing and doing all this stuff, and he's not even crawling yet. So it is easy to like kind of compare and freak out and feel like, is my baby doing what they're supposed to be doing? But for me, I mean, I've done some Google searches. I've had my fair share of being a little stressed about it, but for the most part, I know there's a wide range. I know each baby's different. Obviously, if the doctor says we need to be like working on something more or whatever, but I give him a ton of playtime on the ground. He's on his tummy, he's rolling around. He is also like, he'll be sitting there playing all the time. He has been able to sit on his own and hold himself up for a very long time. I feel like he was almost ahead in that, but I'm just not going to be worried about it. I also feel very blessed as a pregnant mom. I am 30 weeks pregnant, so to have to chase him around if he was like crawling and standing and getting into things more would be pretty tough. So I'm glad that I haven't had to deal with that yet. We'll see when it starts. I feel like he's super close to crawling. He has had times where he's like up on his elbows and knees or hands and knees and doing the rocking thing. Now he's starting to like scoot backwards more, and he actually just started sitting up on his own, where he like actually goes from his stomach and sits up. I do not know when babies are supposed to be doing that, because they say like 6 months to whatever is when baby should sit up. But I'm like, okay, well, he sits up, like he can hold himself up, he doesn't fall or anything, he could get himself down, but he wouldn't like get himself back up. And I think he's just a really chill kind of guy, so kind of lazy, kind of like, I don't need to be anywhere or do anything, I'm having a good time, or my mom will help me. So that's where I was like, okay, am I stepping in too much? Do I need to hold back? Those things are kind of hard to figure out as a mom. So if you are feeling any of those things, I have been there, am there. But I think everyone just kind of has to decide for themselves what they feel is best. I'm not gonna let him just like sit there and cry and struggle. Not for too long anyways. So I do help him, or like hand him something or show him or whatever. But yeah, those are kind of like the development thoughts that I've been having. Other than that, he is doing like really cute fun things like singing. So we started like singing with him and dancing. He'll do like this little dance, which his dad is Arab, so we call it like his Arabic dance, and he'll like have his hands up and kind of do his waving thing, and he'll like bob and dance. And the singing thing's very new. He like just started doing the singing thing where he will like with us, which is super cute. He just started like a few days ago actually pointing, and like figuring out his finger more. So he will just like point at things. And this morning my husband was actually showing him, do you want the oatmeal or the water? And he was pointing at what he wanted, which was really cool to see. It's just fun like seeing, you can tell like they're getting smarter and like he understands so much. It's so cool to see like how engaged and smart he is, and he has really been enjoying seeing new people. It's been fun like trying to have him play with his cousin or other friends, like other babies, and he is so good at sharing. So he will hand us his toys, and like all the time he just wants to be handing you his toys, handing you his toys. He'll do it with food some too, and we try to, you know, that's for you, because he loves to throw food to the dogs. But the sharing toys thing is so cute, and I hope he just continues that with his sister, and we don't have a hard time with sharing, but I don't think we will. He is seriously just the sweetest. He does like some yelling, and he's just weird. Like he started sticking out his tongue like this. He only has the 2 bottom front teeth, and he like sticks out his tongue on the side. He's chewing on his fingers. I think he's teething. He's been a little bit like fussy and chewing on everything and drooling, so we'll see when more teeth start to come in. But yeah, it's just really fun this age. And then we've been doing baby-led weaning, so he eats a ton, and we are down to 3 nursing sessions a day. So he nurses first thing in the morning, which that one I think will be the hardest to get rid of, because he does it the longest in the morning and like wants it right away. So I've heard you can just get up a little bit earlier, have his breakfast ready, that way he can be ready to go, just eat real food, solid food right away. But I haven't tried that yet. I'm like, oh, the morning one is fun because like me and him time. And then he, for whatever reason, kind of likes to feed again like a couple hours later. I don't think he really needs it. I don't know if he's like thirsty or just starting to get like tired and upset. I don't know what his deal is, but it's almost like this reset that if I nurse him then, and it only takes like a couple minutes, if I nurse him then he's happier again until his first nap. So I've just been doing those 2 sessions, and then not until he sleeps at night. And I have breastfeeding as part of our bedtime routine right now. So I don't want to wean anymore yet because he's 11 months, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to like be done at the year, or if I want to go until I have my other baby. I'm just not sure what that will look like. Like if he is weaned off a month before she comes and then he sees her feeding, is he gonna want it? And if he does, I'll probably give it to him. Like I'm not planning on holding it back from him, because I don't want anything with the new baby to be a negative experience. I want him to feel like he's still my baby and he's still loved and has time with me and all of that. So I'm gonna have to play some of those things by ear. If you have any tips or tricks or thoughts or whatever, comments on transitioning from 1 to 2, especially when they're close together, please leave a comment for me. I would really appreciate any kind of feedback or advice. I might not follow it because everyone kind of figures out their own, but I do really like to hear how other people handle things, and I'm very interested, even if it's like totally different than what I end up doing. I just find it fascinating, like parenting and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share. It's mostly just like a really fun season with different cute milestones. He's doing a lot of just fun things, and it's just a really good time. Of course, we have fussy moments. We've dealt with a lot of that, but sleeping has been really good for us. So I have a couple sleep training kind of videos. So definitely check that out if you're interested and if you need a little bit of help with sleep. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. So I can't believe that this is the last baby update for Asher. I didn't do one every month, but I for sure wanted to do one at 11 months because he's almost a year and we won't need to do them after that. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like I mentioned, I am 30 weeks pregnant, so I have another newborn on the way. I am a stay-at-home mom full-time now, so I'll definitely be doing lots of mom content, hopefully videos that are helpful and valuable for you, and you can always leave any kind of video requests you have below. And I will see you next time. Bye.